picnic ground blowing it. It have been days I didn't know your name. Why should I worry? It's all in vain. But now you're gone, and I don't worry. Sitting on top of the wood. Went down to the station. Look down in the yard. Get me some freight train. Work done got hard. But now you're gone, I don't worry. Sitting on top of the white.
From a pretty young age, I diddled and drew and sketched a lot, just fun little things, hot dog people, hot dog nuns and hot dog cowboys and things like that. And I made these drawings of, I would find things like little metal washers and some string, and I would wrap it around it different ways. And then I would draw step by step exactly how I did that in my own kind of stick figure way. But it came out looking pretty figurative, just like the stuff, and people kind of complimented me on it. People, friends of my dad's that were like engineers or electricians or stuff like that. But I saved a lot of that stuff and found a certain satisfaction out of keeping things together and then being able to show it to other people and share it with people later on. Well, basically this area here is kind of art and education for people that first walk into the space, and talks about contrast of form and abstract art, even up to date with the post office coming out with abstract artwork. It's more than just my work, it's the work of other artists that I met here locally or know from other places, and find that they're like-minded souls, or they're inspired by manifestos written turn of the century by other artists, and talking about why they did what they did and feeling a certain kinship with that. So I started collecting and creating my own library, and other people that were interested in it, like-minded souls, would then come to me and want to share the wealth and use the research facility to find out more information. The artwork that covers these walls in this area is dealing with text and dealing with a more fine art feel to things. I had no reason to want to create these two envelopes that one is flat and the other is incised, but they're envelopes. And I wound up then using that for a correspondence art piece. And some award-winning stuff, the lady with the dunce cap and fishnets and straitjacket sitting in the corner, a very therapeutic piece for her. It's an award-winning piece that usually wouldn't get that kind of recognition just because of all the crazy subject matter. So today it's a whole new world for me, because I've taken everything from New York City and brought it here to Florida. In the process of doing that, had to go through that purging or not purging, or looking at every photograph instead of just taking a whole box and throwing it in the truck. And I've made some discoveries and kind of separated things into certain categories. But it was 3 25-foot truckloads of things that have come here. The space that I have now, which I thought was going to be just a rotating exhibit space, is a place where I'm going to be living and continuing to make art. So it's changed quite a bit. It all doesn't fit. It all doesn't fit into the building at once. It would take like 5 or 6 buildings this size to make it work. And then other found objects like the big brush from a sign. That's a big paintbrush, which color-wise works with the next piece on the wall, and it's all falling together. And there's still little spots and places here and there that need something else, or already it's happened where I've done stuff and completed a wall, and then I decide to want to change it, and it's like 3 times, and then it's finally done. Or somebody comes in and decides to want to buy something and changes the whole look of it, that we have to figure out what else to put there. Piece I did for the light show was, you know, basically what it's all about. Show me the money, the dollar sign, consumerism. Creating art that matches the curtains and the couch is not what I'm about, or any of the artists here, pretty much. But the accumulation of these different artifacts, ephemera, books, music, posters, dealing with topics like circus and sideshow, and it's just amazing the amount of things that I have, and with all the posters and all that stuff, it's able to create an environment for people to come and just soak it all in. I think that those people that have wandered in as I'm putting this together are very, very supportive of what I'm doing, and again, think it's great that I'm doing it, and they need that. They find things that they can't live without, and what I'm looking to do is find caretakers for the things that I've accumulated of my life, and I'm ready to just give up and let go. These are things that I no longer feel I need. I'm not busy with the research end of it. I've kind of taken a side trip and really just want to walk away and experience life on a more minimal way myself, and not be bogged down with the responsibility of care and feeding of books and objects. So this was an actual exhibit, paint by numbers, that was done, and as a result of this exhibit, a couple of the pieces were chosen for a show in France at the Louvre. So there's paint by numbers that were exhibited at the Louvre. And when I got this book recently, it was originally a $19 book about the whole craze of paint by numbers in the 50s and really analyzing it to death. It was like a $19 book, and it was like all of a sudden I found it online for like $3. But then as I'm going through it, I see this poppy picture, which I have a copy of. I think this woman that probably owned this one smoked a lot, and the colors have changed quite a bit though. But the archive lives, but it's a new archive. It's the Matty Jankowski archive. All the bits and pieces from years gone by, and it isn't stopping. I mean, had a yard sale today and sold some interesting conglomeration of stuff, and had a lot of fun putting it all together, doing special little color stories of blue and white and red. And, it's fun, and there's no rhyme or reason for it all to be continuing. I mean, you know, but, you know, according to science, there's no reason the human body should die once it begins to live, so I don't know. Got some questions to ask myself, so don't feel bad if I have a few questions for you. You can ask as many as you like, though. I'm happy to give you the answers. I've been yapping about this long enough.